What we're going to be doing today is we're going to be showing how to do a basic key replacement and repair on a laptop keyboard. This keyboard that you're seeing right now is a spare keyboard that I have that we've taken out of an HP. It's a good one, and it came out of an HP 5102, and it's missing the J key. It's missing the J key linkage and the depressor for the circuitry. So what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to remove the key, the linkage, and the depressor off of another keyboard, which is this one here. This one has been damaged by a student. That right there, they actually pressed the electronics down to the point where it's damaged and no longer usable. But this J key is good, and we're going to fix the other keyboard with this one. The first thing you want to do is, as you notice, I've removed the plastic around this keyboard, which you'll see in place on this one. That's the shiny black. This makes removing the old key easier, and makes it where we can do the repairs on this one, this good keyboard, without damaging any of the parts that we need to fix it. So what you do is you actually press down on the bottom of the J and you pull up on the top, and this will remove the key without damaging the linkage that is below it. And we're going to set that aside. And what you want to do at this point is there are two aluminum hooks, and these two hooks are what hold the linkage in place. And you can just push these down into the side, and what that'll do is it'll release this linkage so that you're not damaging the linkage. And in that linkage, you can see there's two little tabs on each corner. You see one there, there, and there. You don't want these four corners broken off, because then it won't hold the key in place. And we're going to go ahead and set this linkage to the side, because now we need the depressor. And what I use is a 000 flathead. I mean a 000 flathead, and that gives it kind of a sharp edge. And I'm able to get underneath the depressor and shave it away from the electronic board that it's attached to, so I can put it on another keyboard. Just be gentle, because the silicone isn't very strong. It'll come right off. As you see, there it is. And you want to try to keep the four little feet on the bottom of the cup as intact as possible. And we're going to be putting adhesion on those four little feet. I'm going to set the old keyboard aside, and what you'd like to do is get some just good old crazy glue, just plain super glue. The reason why I like this kind is because it has a smaller tip, and you can actually get a little bit more precise with it. I'll go ahead and put just a tiny bit of glue on those feet. And go ahead and move the good keyboard in place. I'm going to set this cup right on top of the electronics where the old one used to sit. Put a little pressure on top so it seats it in place. As you see, it kind of moves around a little bit before the super glue cures. But once it cures, it's good. It only takes a few seconds. Go ahead and put the linkage on. It's nice to have again the small screwdriver, because you can wiggle things in place. You want to seat this wide piece in first. I'm going to press this down. You hear those light little clicks. What that did is that hooked those little feet that I said you don't want to damage underneath this hook and this hook. The linkage is now in place, and it's ready to have the key put on. The J key is the one that was missing off of this good keyboard. So what we're going to do is we're going to take that J key, put it directly on top, and just press straight down. You'll hear it click. And that right there. Now put the key on. As you can see, it's not popping off. It's got spring to it, which is what that depression cup does. And that's it. This keyboard is now repaired. Different keyboards may act or may have different pieces, but the fundamentals of how to do the repair are about the same. This came off of an HP Mini 5102, and you can kind of use that technique on any laptop keyboard because they all kind of use the same function. Anyway, this concludes how to do a basic keyboard repair.